Just an update on plants. My Monstera deliciosa is doing amazing. I just watered all the moss poles. I watered the moss poles on all three of my moss pole plants. Got them nice and moist. It moistened the soil. There's no need to water when I'm taking care of moss poles all the time. I don't really ever hard water this plant at all anymore. I just water the moss poles, and whatever leaches down in the soil is enough to take care of it for about 4 days. So the soil content is nice. It's not very chunky mix. It's kind of mostly regular soil and a little bit of perlite and stuff, but mostly no perlite. Yeah, I mean it's really not that chunky a soil. I don't use chunky soils. I find that I don't like the way they work. When I do, I mix them myself. And I like a semi chunky mix. I'm not all in for all the really heavy duty. Some people go really heavy duty on their soil mix, and I just don't. I don't see any reason to do that. My plants do just fine on a regular soil mix, and then I add perlite wherever I need to. Once in a while, you'll catch me growing a plant in sphagnum moss, but not all that often. And then I have some water growing plants around here. I'll show those to you guys. There's one right there. Water plant. Little Green King. And my little Taniki. It's still growing all wonky. It won't straighten up. I can't get it to straighten up. So I just leave it alone, let it do its thing. I rescued it from... There was a greenhouse up in the mountains, and they were gonna get rid of it, I think. But I went in there and bought it, and the lady saw me, and she was like, "Oh, I'm so glad it's going to a good home." That was almost, I don't know, 15 years ago. The plant was 35 years old when I got it. So now it's like a 45-year-old, 55-year-old plant. But I've had it for like 13, 14 years. And then, my Tetrasperma, Rhapidiflora tetrasperma, doing its best to grow on the moss pole. And then my Pink Princess Philodendron doing its best to grow on the moss pole. It has solidly adhered to the moss pole. Then my Ficus lyrata is getting ready to drop another leaf. It was a badly damaged leaf. It needs to go anyway, guys. When I got it, it was tore up, man. I mean, as you can tell just by looking at the leaves, Home Depot doesn't take very good care of their plants, especially the larger ones. Then I have my gigantic ZZ plant. Just absolutely massive ZZ plant. And it just keeps putting out new growth. I don't know how much it can do. I was thinking about repotting it, but I'm not sure yet. And then my pimprimums. Then, let's see here. The floor's still kind of wet. That's okay. I have in my kitchen, next to the door, I have my aloe veras. Aloe veras are doing fine. Kalanchoes could be better. Dieffenbachia. Succulent plant. I don't do succulents very often, and I don't do them very well. But here's my 2 succulents. But yeah, guys, everybody's doing great. I'll show you my fertilizer. My fertilizer that I use. I just did fertilize. This is it. It's a tiny bottle, but it does the trick. It's not bad. I thought about going with liquid gold leaf maybe for a little while, checking that out, seeing what happens. But I got the Wandering Jew and the Photonia and the Begonia and the Marble Queen, or well, Snow Queen, Marble Queen, whatever. Philodendron, not Philodendron, Pothos, Yatara, Yatara. It's hard not to use those names interchangeable, Pothos and Philodendron, because you catch yourself sometimes. There's my Plactharanthus in all of its green glory. Aeschynanthus reticens in all its green glory. It blooms. Then I got some plants growing in water here. I've got some spider plant starts and some Aeschynanthus. And a little bit of Impimperum or Pothos. Golden Pothos. They're doing pretty good in water. But yeah, guys, everybody's doing pretty good. Everybody's doing pretty dang good, if I don't say so myself. Let's see here. There's the Hoya Crinkle that I got in a trade with a friend of mine. She's very nice. She did not have to do that for me. She's very nice. Very nice person. Very nice person. Gardener's Calancho. Another spider plant. Chlorophytum comosum. Jade plant. Rubber tree plant. Ficus elastica. Spider plant. Comosum. Aeschynanthus. This is a different variety. Aeschynanthus. Ficus elastica, the red kind, red and green kind. Hoya Bella. This is my pink Dalmatian Aglaonema. Pretty, huh? It's a gorgeous plant. It just does and does and does and goes and goes and goes. Peperomia. Rehab plants. Comosum. Let's see here. Mother Spleenmore, fern, regular fern. I forget the name of that one right off the bat, but they're doing well. This is the one that was giving me trouble, and I'm thinking that maybe it's too close to the humidifier, because I've tried fertilizing, I've tried watering it a lot, I've tried watering it a little, I've tried all kinds of stuff. I mean, everything over here near the humidifier looks good. Look at those aerial roots, guys. This thing is like begging for something to climb up. I mean, jeez. Yeah, let's put it there and see what it does. See if it adheres to the wall. I know the one in the living room is adhering to the ceiling. I better live here for a really long time, because if I don't, I'm going to end up having a mess on my hands. Rattlesnake Calathea is doing great, putting on great big leaves. It's doing good. It's probably going to need a repot here soon, actually, guys. I think it's starting to get too big for this little pot. And then here is my Elephanere alocasia, and she's doing good. Doing really good. And then my little Chlorophytum comosum spider plant. And then all my messy clothes and stuff. Don't mind the clothes. And my sword and all my stuff here. But yeah, Silver Bay, Aglaonema. Constantly putting on new growth. And then I have a ivy, English ivy, that I'm training to climb this tapestry. I want just the little bits of the tapestry to show through. So that's my goal. I don't really care too much for the tapestry, but when the plant grows to it and grows around it, it's gonna look really neat, I think. But we'll see. It's a good little plant. But yeah, guys, that's all of that little peperonia. Some people have a hard time growing these. I don't understand why they grow so well for me. It just must be an energy thing. That's the thing I think, guys, is that most of the time when something isn't growing for you or something, it's the energy. Anyways, guys, I gotta let you go. This video is running over. I'll talk to you after a while. Plenty of people keep on thriving. I'll do the same. All that. Have a good morning, afternoon, and evening. Goodbye.